Greetings! This is the third video that I'm making today. I'm getting faster at these. Not as fast as I want to be, but 3 videos in one day, that's good. It usually take me 3 days to get through one video. I may be coughing and clearing my throat a lot. I'm sorry. I think I'm coming down with something, so I hope I'm not too annoying for you guys. I'm going to straighten that out just a little. There we go. Maybe a little bit more. Good enough. All right. So, I just wanted to touch on a few things in this video. Basically, I have 2 new videos I did today, like I've been saying. Both are, one's a new song, part of a new song that I'm recording the bass line for, that, you know, the behind the scenes thing, little blurb of me recording the bass line for that song. That's up, that's ready to be viewed. You can go check it out. I think it actually sounds really good, and I'm excited to see how it's going to turn out. I have to re-record the guitars, but the bass and the drums are staying. So I'm excited to hear how it's gonna sound in the end result, though. So it's going in the direction I want it to so far. The other video I made is my song At It Again, which is the title track for my next album that I'm working on. That's done. All done. It is mixed, it is mastered, it is out the door and ready to be listened to. It's in file format. It's now it's going to be on YouTube because I just did a play along with it. So you actually have the actual song itself in file format on the video, along with me playing my guitar alongside it. So I was singing too, but I did not record the vocals while I was singing for that. So you're not going to hear me singing live. You'll hear the vocals that are already pre-recorded. So you can check those out if you want. They're ready to go. And this guitar right here played on both of those songs. It's a new guitar, and it did exactly what I was hoping it would do. It sounded good, and it just did amazing on both of them. So, however, that's what we're going to get into here in a minute. Those unboxing videos, I look like an idiot in those videos. Like I didn't know anything, right? So I swear, though, both sites for these guitars did not say that they came with locking tuners. I'm telling you, they didn't. So, but I mean, it's just kind of something that it would have been nice to know. They don't really tell you about guitars that much anymore in, you know, the online catalogs, I guess you'd call them. Like, for instance, with this Ibanez here, the truss rod cover slides out. You don't have to unscrew it. That's awesome. I love that idea. Didn't say a word about it in this description. So, however, I'm going to kind of go over these guitars again real quick, just because I've had them out for a couple months, and I have a better idea about them, and I want to kind of re-review them a little bit. I'm not going to be playing them right now, but we're going to start with the Ibanez. Depending on what catalog you get it from or what store you get it from, it has different names in each store. RG Premium Twat something or other, the RG 1221 Twilight Flat, I don't know. And then the other one is like the RG 1221, the 1221 RG like 997426. It's all these goofy ass names. And like back in my day, guitars were just called simple things. Like my first guitar was an Ibanez Roadstar 2. My second guitar was an BC Rich Warlock NJ series. They only had NJ series and Platinum series back then. My third guitar was in Carvin Ultra VC. Simple names, right? And you got the Solar V16 Cannibalisimo. I mean, I understand why they're calling it that, because this is version 1. It's got the Evertune bridge. Version 2 does not. It has like the hip shot bridge. And the 6 is for 6-string. But, and then the Cannibalismo is the body style that it is. So, I mean, I get it, but man, it just seems to be just a bit complicated. Not like how it used to be. So, getting back to this though, however, this thing has gotten better since I've had it. I've been able to lower the action just a little bit, and this thing plays so buttery and smooth. It's literally like playing with the cheat codes on. The sound is a bit brighter than my other guitars because it has the DiMarzio pickups in it. Pickups do make a small bit of difference when it comes to sound. People say they don't. They don't intensely change the tone, especially the higher gain you go, the more the sound the same as every other guitar out there. However, I think it changes more the characteristics of the tone, not so much the tone itself. This guitar is brighter, it sounds more precise as you pick, and it's just clear. There's not really muddy bottom end to it, so it doesn't have super thick bottom end, but it's definitely not bad. It's got pretty good all around sound, and I keep it in standard tuning. This is the only guitar I have in standard tuning now, and it sounds great in standard. I want to keep it that way, and it'll be used for that. And I can't stop looking at it. Look how beautiful this thing is. Poplar, not brush strokes, not artwork. That was my fault and my stupidity. Then we have this. This is the Solar V16 Cannibalisimo. You remember this, right? Well, good news and bad news. So the good news is it plays wonderful, it records wonderful. I love how it sounds, and I wish that I could get the action a little bit lowered. I tried doing that, but it buzzed. So I have to try to work with it some more and see what I can do. Maybe take out some bow in the neck if it really doesn't have much bow in the neck. So I don't know where I can go with it, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to keep trying. I learned about this Evertune. This Evertune made me look like a fool in that video. Straight up fool. Now I know how this bitch works. These hex nuts in here, that's the tuning. The ones down in the bridge. The ones right here on the top, these holes that you can see, that raises and lowers the strings. And then back here on these, those are intonation. I guess I got those right, but definitely did not get the rest right. The machine heads up top, or tuning keys, because you can't call them tuning keys anymore, they're machine heads, do not tune the guitar. They can, but this has to go in what's called zones. Zone 1, Zone 2, and Zone 3. Zone 1 and Zone 3 are kind of like regular tuning modes, although you can't really use them that well. Because they have cutoff points on E10. Zone 2 is when this engages and it keeps your strings in tune, like always. The problem is Zone 2 has some trickiness to it, and this whole thing is tricky. It's a pain in the ass, but once you get it to work, it will stay in tune. However, it claims that it will stay tuned in weather changes, new strings. It will, but the strings still flex. When they're new, they stretch. The neck, when it bows, flattens, it changes the tuning. And this guitar will take that and it will stay in tune until you knock these tuning pegs out of Zone 2. Then you have to re-put them in Zone 2 and then retune them down there where the tuners are. They don't tell you that in the book. So I had to find that out through my own hardships. But it's not that bad. I can deal with it. I know how to deal with it. I know what I'm looking for. So, you know, I still love this guitar. Here's the other two things that are bad with it, though. I didn't feel them in my initial walkthrough, but some other frets do need to be filed down on the sides. They're catching my skin. It is a bit painful. Right here, this first fret particularly. Second fret's kind of there too. So, too bad that they didn't do that. Lastly, with this, the pickups, they sound great. I wanted this pickup to be closer to the strings. I tried to adjust them. I don't know if they're rusted in place or what, but as soon as I tried moving the screws, they instantly stripped. So now that pickup is where it's at and I can't move it. Maybe I can use like a rubber band or duct tape and do that whole trick with a screwdriver, but I've tried that before with other things. I don't know. These things are really solid. Like they're super glued in place or just rusted. I don't know. I can't see down there. So, and you know, the Evertune stuff in the back here covers the backs of the pickup, so you can't really see down in there either. Other than that, I love this guitar. This thing is awesome. I'm so glad I bought it. So I'm just gotta deal with things as they present themselves. So 2 good purchases. All right, let's move on from there. I don't want to make this video too long. My friend Chris and I went down to Guitar Center. He wanted to check out a PV 5150 Iconic. I'm assuming it's PV. Fender. Maybe it's Fender now. And I wanted to try and find a Schecter guitar because I wanted to have, I want to eventually get a 7-string Schecter with fan frets. Because my friend Robin brought a 7-string Jackson over. I loved that 7th string. I fell in love with it. Now I want a 7-string. I didn't want any other guitars until I saw that one and I heard it. I love the Schecter look. They look like they're very well built, and they have 7-string fan frets. I wanted to try a fan fret because I never have. I want to see if I can deal with them or not. They didn't have any there, so I couldn't do that. But they did have 7-string Schecter. It was okay. It didn't stay in tune very well. But it wasn't bad. It sounded good. So I think I'm still going to go with the Schecter. My friend Chris, however, poor guy, we tried out this Iconic, 5150 Iconic, and it sounded awesome. Best combo amp I've ever heard. He didn't want to buy the one that was in the store, though. He wanted to order one. He wanted a black one. The one in the store was white. Plus, it was a floor model. It had nicks in it. They didn't have any other ones in the back. Of course, they never fucking do. They don't have anything in those stores. So he ordered a black one, and he got it. And it didn't sound anything like the one in the store. He's still trying to mess with it and see if he can get it to do what this one in the store did, but so far, no luck. It's unfortunate, and I don't know why that's happening. So be careful of the Iconics. If you're interested in one, they may not sound how they do in the store. I don't know what the difference is, why they're not. His model, I think, was the 112. They had come in a 110, a 112, and a 212, and I think his was a 112. But it's just not the same. And he got hosed on it, and he's probably going to send it back. That sucks because he really liked it too, and he's like, finally I got a good amp, because he's tried a lot of them and he didn't like what he's found. So my 2 songs, At It Again and Eat What You Kill, are now At It Again is done and it's out, and I did a play along video with that earlier today, and it's on YouTube right now. Eat What You Kill, I just did a little blurb of the bass line of me recording the bass with it. That's up there too. So you can check those out if you want. And aside from that, the only other things I have are minimal things. If you see my videos, I lost my wedding ring. I've been losing weight. My hand lost weight. It skinnied out. My ring fell off. I can't find it anywhere. I tore apart the trap in my sink. It's not there. I looked all over my house. Can't find it. I don't know where it fell off at. I don't know when it happened. I'm pretty sure I was home when it happened, but I just don't know. So now my promise ring that Karen gave me that was on this hand is now serving as my wedding ring. So in case you see that on my hands, you might be like, oh, did you get over Karen already? Where's your wedding ring, punk? I don't know where it is. I suck. I lost it. So now I have this one. And then lastly is my face. I went for a job at work and they decided to hire outside. But I've been trying to look presentable before that by having a Van Dyke or just completely clean shaven just to try and be clean cut. And now I'm done with that shit. So I'm going to look how I want to look again. So this is coming back and this is coming out. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of vent about that for a quick second. What's a video without venting, right? So, I think that's it. I have those videos up to check out, so check them out. And I will catch you guys next time. Goku here says sayonara. He's still not Japanese. He's still a Saiyan. He likes saying sayonara. So, sayonara, kamehameha, all that good stuff. And we'll catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Love you.